Hi, it's Gene, retired in Mexico, and we ask one question here if you're new to the channel, which is, do they write them and sing them like they used to? Now, a lot of people, young and old, both, they think the old music is better, but I am not so sure. And usually what we do is we listen to really good music from the 21st century, but on this series, we're taking some pot shots at the old music just for fun, okay? Just for fun. So don't take this too seriously, okay? And these are my opinions. So this is a 64 song tournament, and we're doing it like NCAA bracket. Got the idea from Taste Like Music. Thank you guys. Appreciate it very much. I've renamed it so as not to rip them off, but we're doing four songs. You can see the first one here is Chuck Berry, My Ding-a-ling. And then we'll do Hurricane Smith, Oh Babe, What Would You Say? And we'll play those back to back. And I'll pick one song, and the winner is the worst song. We'll move that forward into the bracket. And then after that, we're going to do Eric Carmen and Stephen Stills. A couple songs that are from my book, The Worst Records of the 70's. I should have grabbed it and shown it to you. Uh, yeah, so here we go. If you see an edit in here, sometimes I get an ad. I do not have YouTube Premium. So let's go ahead and play Chuck Berry's only number one song. Yeah, that's true. Johnny Be Good went to number 2 on the charts. So here we go.
We got to do our alma mater. We must do our alma mater. When I was a little bitty boy, my grandmother bought me a cute little toy. Silver bells hanging on a string. She told me it was my ding-a-ling-a-ling, oh. Beautiful, beautiful. And then Mama took me to grammar school, but I stopped off in the vestibule. Every time that bell would ring, catch me playing with my ding-a-ling-a-ling, oh. That is beautiful. You know what I heard? I hear two girls over here singing in harmony. That's all right, honey. This is a free country. Live like you want to live, baby. Yeah. Ain't nobody gonna knock it, darling. Yeah, freedom. Yes, sir. There's one guy right over here singing mine, too. That's all right, brother. Yes, sir. You got a right, baby. Ain't nobody gonna bother you. Tell you. Once I was climbing the garden wall, I slipped and had a terrible fall. I fell so hard I heard bells ring, but held on to my ding-a-ling. You know that's future Parliament out there singing? Oh, yeah! Once I was swimming across Turtle Creek. Man, them snappers all around my feet. Sure was hard swimming across that thing with both hands holding my baby. So beautiful. I think it's a beautiful little song, really I do. And guess what? Everybody's still not singing. There's a few right down front here that's not singing. We're going to dedicate this verse to those who will not sing. Yes, sir. This here song, it ain't so sad. The cutest little song you ever had. Those of you who will not sing, you must be playing with your own ding-a-ling. We saw you playing with your, oh my ding-a-ling. Everybody sing, I want to play with my ding. Everybody mine, oh my. Slow down, I wanna play, everybody, with my ding-a-ling.
So in that book I told you, it's yeah, they call it a bad pee-pee joke. So this is basically a nursery rhyme. I don't think he wrote the song. I think it's a cover, and this was recorded in England, maybe Liverpool. I'm not sure. Um, yeah, I mean, it got played a lot on the radio, and it got real old real fast. So I'm sure if you were there, you can hear by the audience that they're really into it, and it probably was fun in concert. But as a record, this live track that got just played to death. Um, yeah, it gets tiresome real fast because it has that novelty edge. Yeah, the great Chuck Berry doing a song like this, a little bit embarrassing for him. Um, yeah, let's go ahead and do the Hurricane Smith, and then we'll talk briefly about that one. Yeah, I remember this.
Have I a hope or half a chance to even ask if I could dance with you? Would you greet me or politely turn away?
Boy, that's a tough one. Wow. A nursery rhyme versus another novelty song that's just sung pretty poorly. How did this ever become a hit on the radio? Whoa. People complain about the pop charts today, but whew, that song was brutal. Wow. The production wasn't very good on this either. Ooh, man, I'm not crazy about either one of these songs. This was a good matchup because these are both just really, really silly songs that you just can't take seriously. But here, I can't believe that. I thought that Chuck Berry was going to be a slam dunk, but I think if I played each one of these songs 10 times in a row, okay? 10 times, back to back to back to back to back. This is the one I'd be like screaming at the end. More than the Chuck Berry, as I was listening to it, I was like, yeah, 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 okay, I know this song. Um, but at least you get that rapport with the audience, and he sings it pretty well. Wow, I can't believe this because My Dingling is one of the. I mean, in that book, they picked it as the worst song of the 70s. Yeah, the worst song of the 70s. Um, but I really didn't like this Hurricane Smith at all, and I winced as he was singing. Wow. I'm gonna advance the Hurricane Smith. I can't believe it. Yeah, I guess I just can't hate Chuck Berry, the great Chuck Berry, even when he's singing a stupid song like that. Still Chuck Berry, you know. At least he's still got some talent, and you can hear the way he works with the audience. He's got him in the palm of his hand, and this guy here, yeah, half hit wonder, huh? Wow. Okay, hope there's no ad here. Now we're going to do Eric Carmen all by myself and Stephen Stills Love the One You're With. And these are disliked. I took these from the book, and they're both musically pretty good. But it's the lyrics that are the case for both. So I'm going to listen to the lyrics very carefully. Let's say we're back.
When I was young, I never needed anyone, and making love was just for fun. Those days are gone. Living alone, I think of all the friends I've known. When I dial the telephone, nobody's home. All by myself, don't wanna be all by myself anymore. All by myself, don't wanna live all by myself anymore. Hard to be sure. Sometimes I feel so insecure, and love so distant and obscure remains the cure.
It's so George Harrison, isn't it? Never noticed that before.
when I was young, I never needed anyone, and making love was just for fun. Those days are gone.
I learned something about this song. I'm pretty sure this is an album cut. This was on the radio, and I don't remember that interlude with the piano and the very symphonic middle section, just a little past the middle. So I think I accidentally took an album cut instead of a single cut, and it actually made me like the song more because that was really a pretty spectacular interlude. Really nice piano. I've always liked this song, and so I tried to listen to the lyrics really carefully. And I understand it's one of those self-pity kind of songs that I normally don't like. In the last episode, we talked about Janicians at 17, but it doesn't bother me on this. And it's a pretty common sentiment in music. And if you, especially if you listen to like the blues and R&B, a lot of this. Eric Carmen, I know, was the lead singer of the Raspberries, which was a very important power pop band, along with Big Star and later Cheap Trick and people like that. I love the Raspberries, go all the way. Great song. So he's got a good voice, and the lyrics don't bother me. Yeah, I've always kind of liked this song, but I don't think I've ever heard this long, extended version. So if I had known, I would have picked the single version. A, to be fair, and B, to keep the video shorter. So, yeah, that was kind of long. So let's move on to the Stephen Stills.
If you're down and confused and you don't remember who you're talking to, concentration slip away, because your baby is so far away. Well, there's a rose in a distant love, and the eagle flies with the dove. And if you can't be with the one you love, honey, love the one you're with. 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 Don't be angry. Don't be sad. But don't sit crying over good times you had. There's a girl right next to you, and she's just waiting for something to do. And there's a rose in the twisted love, and the eagle flies with the dove. And if you can't be with the one you love, honey, love the one you're with. And there's a roar in the fist and blood, and the eagle flies with the dove. And if you can't be with the one you love, honey, love the one you're with. Love the one you're with. Love the one you're with. Love the one you're with.
It sounds like Graham Nash on background vocals. The great Stephen Stills. I mean, a great guitar player, extremely talented. This is not one of my favorite songs of his, and I don't think it's aged well. This sort of free love 60s hippie thing. If you can't be with the one you love, then love the one you're with. Just grab that girl next to you or that guy next to you. So, yeah, it hasn't aged well. And, people we did earlier Escape the Pina Colada song, and he's kind of a reprehensible character in that song. I don't know why this song doesn't get more flack. Uh, yeah, it's kind of amoral in a way. And yeah, I like the organ a lot. There's some kind of steel drum or something, some kind of thing going on, some kind of Caribbean flavor in there. But the organs are really cool and some good guitar playing. But I'm not crazy about the lyrics or the singing. I think Stephen Stills has done better. I do, yeah, I do like Stephen Stills. But I think I'm going to advance this song. I think lyrically, it just is a little bit more awkward, a little bit more embarrassing. I don't hate this song, but I've never been crazy about it. I'm just kind of lukewarm to it, and I kind of like that Eric Carmen. So that's it. So we're advancing the Hurricane Smith and the Stephen Stills. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for hanging out with the long version of the Eric Carmen. And if you like what I'm doing, hit that like or subscribe button. It helps. So few people do, but it plays into your algorithms and it'll notify you of upcoming episodes. So yeah, that's it. Going to wrap it up as we say here in Bonita, Mexico. Buen dia.